You got the job, and within a couple of months, you laid out a very interesting and important strategy to simplify the company and kind of to see the way forward. I mean, now there's just so much geopolitics, tariffs, trade wars. How does that change your thinking?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Francine. Sorry for having me. First, I'm really excited to be here to talk about the strategy. Our strategy clearly has been laid out, a few weeks ago, as called Beauty Reimagined. And we are very clear that our mission is to reignite growth and reestablish a solid double-digit operating margin for the company. Everything that is happening out there is basically taking into consideration. We have solid and iconic brand in the portfolio of the Estee Lauder company. You've mentioned some of them, from La Mer to Estee Lauder to Tom Ford, Jo Malone London here, in the UK. And we are very convinced that our brands are really meeting the consumer demand around the world. We just need to be more agile. Right. We need to be faster, reacting, to the trend of, the consumers. And one of the things that I've committed is to make sure that we follow the consumers where they are going. Right. We need to be more reactive to where the consumer goes. And we need to simply just make sure that we give them the innovation that they are looking for in the time that they want it.
Stéphane, what does that look like? Is it actually following them on social media? Is it, them being at events? And again, I guess a U.S. consumer shops differently to a Chinese consumer. Yeah. That shops differently to an Italian consumer.
No, absolutely, well said. I think one of the things that we've been in business for close to 80 years now, one of our trademark is to be a global company, but the most locally relevant company wherever we operate around the world. So that we are in China, we are in the US, that we are here in the UK. We make sure that we use the different media that are at our disposal to connect with the consumers, but also making sure that we give to our consumer products that are also locally relevant to their need. Our communication in the UK or our communication in China are different because they are tailored to be relevant to our consumers.
Are you confident about China? China's been like a sore spot for Estee Lauder.
I just came back from China, and I left China, I was in Shanghai, and I met, with many government officials, Shanghai Party Secretary Chen. I met also with my team. I think we are coming at the normalization of, the difficult moment of China. It will take some time because consumer sentiment is still extremely subdued, but we are seeing now a beginning of acceleration. And I'm with brands like Estee Lauder, with La Mer, we've been able to gain share. Even a brand like Le Labo gained 50 points of market share in the last quarter. So we're seeing some good green shoots.
Stéphane,